Hi, Tim here with Clive Coffee. I'm going to show you how to replace the temperature probe in your steam boiler on the A53 Mini. The tools that you're going to need today are a 15mm Allen wrench. We already have the side panels and back panel off the machine for easy access to our temperature probe. Before you do anything with your boilers, you always need to make sure that your machine is powered off and your boilers are depressurized by opening up your steam wand and releasing all of the pressure in that steam boiler. That's very important because you have hot water and steam. Ideally, you would let the machine cool off so that everything is easy to get in there and at a good temperature. Your steam boiler temperature probe looks like this. This part screws into the boiler. You'll be able to easily identify which part it is on your boiler by this sheathing that's around the two wires. So we look here on the boiler and you'll see right here, this is your steam boiler temperature probe. It has that sheathing around the two white wires. Before we get started, we're going to actually disconnect the white wires from the machine. You see the plastic zip ties holding the wires in place. We can go ahead and slide these down, and we can slide these sleeves out of place here. And if you work them one at a time, you'll be able to slide that out. And we'll do the other one as well. And now that we have these revealed, you can go ahead and slide the metal connectors out. So now that we have the connection points removed, we can set this just aside here. It's going to be a lot easier now to unthread the temperature probe. That's going to be spinning, and these wires now can spin freely. So we'll take our 15mm wrench and we can get it in place here. And now that your temperature probe is removed, we're going to slide these sheaths off. We'll place the old temperature probe aside, and we're going to do this in reverse order. The sleeves slide back over the connector points here. This temperature probe sits back in place, and you thread it in by hand, and then we can go ahead and tighten it down with our 15mm wrench. When you connect these wires back into place, the coloring on the temperature probe does not matter, so you can plug them into the black or the green wire, whichever you grab first. It's not going to matter. Make sure they slide into place nice and snug. And now that we have our wires connected, we're going to put the sleeves, slide them over to protect the connections, and we can slide it back through the first plastic ring here, and then do the same for our second black wire here, and we slide them in place. The other plastic loop can slide over the bottom just to hold everything in place. And at this point, you have your new temperature probe in place. You can go ahead and repanel the machine and turn it back on. When the steam boiler comes back up to temperature, you'll want to check this seal. If you see a little bit of water sputtering around your new temperature probe, you can go ahead and tighten that down with your wrench. And that's how to replace the steam boiler temperature probe on your A53 Mini. For information on removing panels and other tips on using your A53 Mini, check out the links here. For more tech tips, visit our knowledge base at clivecoffee.com.